Hello everybody, my name is Roger Wimberly with Southern Oregon Hot Bikes. I'm the owner and designer of the HB125. We've been building them and selling them since 1999. This is our newer version of the 2000 and newer chain tensioner for the 07 and up Big Twin. What we're going to do right now is disassemble the chain, take the stock factory supposed to be automatic chain tensioner out of this 07 Road King, and when we're going to disassemble it, and we're going to stop for a little while, and we're going to disassemble it because we want to keep this short and sweet. Here's our chain tensioner that we'll be putting in, and it's the same design that we've been doing since 1999. It's patent pending. It's all been tested. Of course, everybody out there that had the older bikes, this is pretty self-explanatory. The people that know it like it, and we've been asked to do it for the newer bikes, so here it is. As you can see, we removed the floorboard. All the bolts are off, the primary, the oil's drained, and as you can see now, we got the chain, the primary chain automatic chain tensioner, and this is what we're going to remove with these two bolts right here. Okay, I've just removed the Harley automatic chain tensioner. So what we're going to do now is we're going to install the HB125-07. Okay, as you can see, we've installed the chain tensioner. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just collapse the chain tensioner, and you got to kind of wiggle it in there. This chain doesn't have very many miles on it, and you don't have to remove anything else. What's really nice about this, we got it all cut out. Everything, the check ball is sitting right above here, so any oil coming through here has to go over that, and it makes the oil go in real easy. We spent a lot of time with this. Anyway, now that you got it in, there should be about a quarter inch there. As you can see, that there's not much right now. There's no slack in between here on the shoe. This is bottom. This is all the way down. This bolt has a long slot. So all you got to do is just raise it up just a little bit. Take your screwdriver, stick it in there. And another thing too, when you're putting it in, you might have to go in there and wiggle it with a screwdriver. Stick whatever you have to do to get that bolt started. Don't forget to put Loctite on your bolts. And you're going to torque them at 18 to 20 foot-pounds of torque. But anyway, what you do is you just go in and you get this gap to collapse just a little bit, because that piston, you don't want it to hit on either end. You are basically adjusting it like a hydraulic lifter, like that. Okay, we're going to stop it for a second, and I'm going to get my torque wrench. Okay, I like tightening them at about 20 pounds. I like it on the tight side, but 18's fine. And these are all grade 8 bolts we sell, or go with our unit. Always double check everything. That's Loctited. Bolts in the bottom are tamper-proof. The bottom bolts are all set in with retaining compound, so when they're stuck in there, they're in there to stay. There's no way that anything can come out. Even if it got damaged or whatever, it still can't come out of there. There's nothing there that can fall apart. This piece here, this brace is all a solid piece with this when it's all machined out in one piece. There's nothing there that can come apart. Okay, we got it all installed. We got a preload on the chain, just a little bit on there, as you can see. But look how much how much travel you got on that chain. Now, when it fills up with oil, it'll just do that real slowly, because it bleeds off slowly, and it really slows everything down when it starts to do that. That's what's really nice about this design. I'm going to go ahead and start it now so you can watch it work, but you got to remember there's no oil in it yet. There's oil in it, but I just wanted you to see how it works, how it moves up and down. Okay, as you can see, everything's moving up and down. We got about maybe an 1/8 to 3/16 of an inch gap in here. There's usually about a 1/4 inch gap in between, and you just want to tighten it down just a little, just to keep the piston moves up and down, and you don't want it to be bottoming out one way or hitting the other when it's not adjusted right. But this design here, it works like a hydraulic lifter, and a hydraulic lifter basically pumps up, maintains zero lash, and it moves up and down, and the oil is always going through it. Well, that's kind of how this thing works. Same principle. And as you can tell, notice, look how easy that chain is to move. And if that chain of all the pins grow, when it gets tighter, it doesn't care. It doesn't care if it's hot or cold. It's never going to get tight. It's what it is. Something you can really rely on, and that it's not going to damage anything. Well, we found since 1999 that you don't have to replace this chain anymore. It's done. When it's doing like this and it's a happy chain, you've got a happy motor with a happy primary, and everything's good, and it actually keeps everything working like it's supposed to. It synchronizes everything together, and it improves your shifting, makes it easy to click in gear because everything's in time with it. Nothing's going back and forth this way, but being too tight or too loose, and there's nothing pushing it, squeezing it together either way. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and assemble it. Put some oil in it, and we'll let you hear it one more time before we get it off the dyno. And by the way, this is our dyno. We put we do all our testing on here, and of course we dyno tune bikes and stuff. But it's a really good tool to be able to test everything with the back wheel spinning. So anyway, we'll be back shortly. Okay, here we have completed the installation on the HB125-07 on this 07 Road King, and we tested it, the shifting, how nice it shifts, everything works great. Now we have another happy customer with the chain tensioner, automatic chain tensioner, with no worries. And also another piece of tidbit information: before you take the shifter off, I hope this just helps some people. Some people know about it, some people don't. But take your little marker pen, put a little mark right there, and before you take it off, that way when you put it all back together and everything, you don't have to try to sit on your bike and figure out where you put it at. It's just something simple, just a little tidbit information to help people that don't always work on Harleys. We've been doing this for 20 years, so I try to help people as much as I can. Thanks for watching us on YouTube, and if you have any questions, you can go to our website at sohotbikes.com or click on the link below and it'll take you right to it. So we're here to help. That's what we're doing. We want happy riders and happy trails. Thank you for watching.